Brand new Incubus on the world famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ called Absolution Calling. That song is awesome.
It does sound good, you guys.
Really good.
Thank you.
Where'd you record that? Do you guys have your own studio?
We're recording at a studio in Santa Monica, California.
Nice. A lot of stuff to talk with the band Incubus here on the Kevin and Bean Show. Again, just world premiered the song. That will be available when for people to purchase?
That song is...
We don't know.
We just talked
I guess
about this.
now, I don't know. Maybe
I have the info. Tomorrow on iTunes.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
great.
You can get that song. Now,
Yes,
it's
song,
part of
correct.
an EP.
Yes.
And how many songs are on that? 5?
There are four songs.
4
on
songs.
EP, yeah.
And then you're going to put out another EP.
Yes,
Something
this
like
summer.
that.
Please explain.
What's happening?
We, we've always made albums. We've always done like the 10 or more thing, and we kind of grew up with that, like, many of us in the world. But I think that people sort of under 30 don't really have that in their consciousness anymore, and that's fine. So
Is that fine, Brandon?
I don't know. I mean, I think I could feel myself getting older when I'm like, what about side B?
Well, I only asked because I only asked from an artistic standpoint. Is there something to be said for an album? Is there something to be said for a story that is told over the course of X number of songs?
I think so. And so this was our way of doing that. And so actually, I hope it's okay that I say this, but the EP is called Trustfall Side A.
Trustful Side A. Okay.
Side B will come out later in the year.
It'll complete the story later.
Yeah. So we're still we're having our cake and eating it.
Okay, so if we listen to the first 4 songs, is there going to be a question that we need answered, or how does
you'll
it
be
lead
like,
up?
You'll be like, what the fudge?
Okay,
Nice.
I was very nervous.
I was reaching for the button.
Yeah, the button was about to.
I was reaching because he was really holding it.
That was good, Jose. I like that.
Very well done, sir. Very well done.
And we're doing this really fun thing right now where we're just writing songs and recording them and then releasing them. Like as we finish them.
We're gonna see what happens.
And we don't really know what's gonna happen. It's kind of exciting, and the chaos that comes along with that is exhilarating.
Is it harder to write songs as a known quantity? As people know Incubus or love Incubus, they sort of have expectations. Is it more difficult? Is it more pressure?
We just try to ignore that part of it, actually. I think we just try to get in a room and make music that makes us happy and it sounds so corny, but that's really all we've ever done as a band, to try and make music that gets us excited, and hopefully other people will like it too. And we're also in this sort of advanced information age where we can just put things out. We can record them and just put them out immediately. And that's why when you asked us a little while ago when the EP was coming out, none of us actually knew that the date was, because
What is the date
constantly.
again?
It's March 24th.
March
24th.
24th.
That sounds like a good date.
You can pre-order the EP, I think,
Yes.
Jose.
Tomorrow?
No, that's the song.
The pre-order
the
starts
song-
February 10th.
All right, February 10th.
You heard that first? That's awesome. Okay.
All right, he told me.
Yeah.
It's a question mark, though, coming from you.
Our label, we also just signed with Island Records, and they're probably cringing right now.
These guys don't know anything.
These guys are professional.
Now, you did Trust Fall at Acoustic Christmas. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Now you've done this one. It sounds like these songs are great to perform. Do you have that in your mind when you're writing a song? What it'll be like on stage?
Recently, I think we kind of had that sort of in the back of our heads. It's great when music from a new album is super fun to play in front of people, because then it translates better. When it's fun for us, I feel like it does actually translate a little bit better.
Definitely.
Do you think about the size venues that you play? Like maybe
It all gets
sometimes.
factored in, really. It's sort of at this point, we've been a band for, 22 years?
25 years, Mike. Almost
28.
25
That's
years.
insane.
That is shocking.
Crazy. Yeah, you're
So
right.
you were like 1 when you
Since
started.
1991.
Yeah.
It was
Really?
Almost
15.
25 years.
God,
yeah.
weird. I thought it was like 22. That
What
was
have
like
I done
3 years
with
ago.
Let him
life.
say 22.
Man.
What was the first song of yours that got played on KROQ?
Pardon me.
And do you remember that day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
We
We were
played like
golfing.
par 3 and like Van Nuys or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
And we were driving back, and
Yes.
we kind of knew it was going to be played
we
at
were in
at
the parking lot.
420.
Sure.
Yeah.
The feature
Yeah.
420.
Yeah,
Yeah.
420.
Somebody called us and said, hey, they're going to play on KROQ today. And we were like, freaking out.
Was it Stryker who played it?
Probably.
I
Yeah,
think that,
I think
that-
so.
Yeah, I think that's been his feature for that long.
We
Yeah.
love you, Stryker. Thank you.
Did you guys video the first time you ever heard yourself on the radio?
No, because
There were no video
there were
cameras.
like
That wasn't
Oh,
the
this
thing.
was
It's like
before
brick
this was before
cell
iPhone
phones and
cameras.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have like a cell phone, it was like attached to a car, and it was like a
Yeah, they're a little big.
So I don't know.
That
I
is
think
a special moment for any band, though, to get played
was
on whatever
awesome.
your
Super
hometown
cool.
radio station is.
Yeah.
it doesn't get old. Actually,
I was just gonna say,
freaking out just now when you guys played it.
It
We were
doesn't
sitting
get
in there.
old.
Do
It's a
you
trip.
do you hear it differently when you hear it on the radio, or
It
as
sounds
versus like when you're in the studio, you're mixing
Yes.
it, you're
Yeah,
all
it's-
that?
It sounds better. You guys have all these cool compressors and stuff. It sounds like what's happening. It just sounds punchier. But then you also have this vague awareness that lots of people are listening to it. And so
Yeah.
that kind of ups the ante, I think, and makes it. You kind
Yeah.
of hear it through other people's ears, so perhaps even objectively.
You are listening to the voices of the band Incubus here on the Kevin and Bean Show. We're talking about their new song, Absolution Calling, which you can buy on iTunes starting tomorrow. Hey, I see that you're playing Kimmel next Thursday. Do you have any other dates scheduled for TV or otherwise?
We gotta go practice.
Yeah,
We got to go learn some songs.
I wish we had like a representative here. To, like,
Somebody who knew something about anything that you guys are doing.
Usually, I have to be honest. Usually, it's one of the members of the band that we can turn to, and they have answers.
Well, Usually one of us would.
What happened? See, what had happened was, we've all been doing our own thing and getting inspiration throughout the world.
Okay.
Started writing these songs and signing to a record label, and all of a sudden, we went from our own schedule to everything
From
crammed
nothing
in
to
there.
Band time, yeah.
everything.
It all happened.
That makes
really
sense.
fast.
Yeah, and because of the internet, it's even faster. So.
All right, let me ask you about one other thing, and this may be a Brandon question, and that is, can you comment at all on the Rivers Cuomo story?
You know,
That is funny.
I loved every minute of that. Somebody
Tell
tweeted
tell
it.
folks what happened who didn't hear it.
So I got tweeted at by somebody, and it was Rivers Cuomo talking to
Larry King.
Larry King, thank you. I almost said Larry David, which would have been amazing.
Very
too.
different.
I'd watch that show.
Me too. Rivers Cuomo talking to Larry King, and Larry King asked him if he had any strange fan or listener stories, I think, and he said that, yeah, I keep getting Brandon Boyd's fan mail. What's up with that?
At his house?
At two different
Yeah.
houses.
At
He's
two
getting
different
mail for you.
houses. Yeah.
Like, how in a million years would somebody confuse your bands or think that he would be the person to send Brandon Boyd mail to? It's the weirdest thing.
You didn't get any
weird-
of his, right?
Here and there, I
You
got
did.
it, which is weird. But people are starting to say, like, we've never actually seen either of those two guys in the same place, which is
Oh, interesting.
because we look so much alike.
Yeah, the weird thing is
You're
that,
identical.
like the day after he said that, also on television, I'm friends with Rivers. I was over at his house. He didn't say a word to me about that.
Really?
The next day I was with Brandon. He was like, "Yeah, Rivers said something on like TV about getting fan mail for me."
Well, Mike, you should have picked up
Yeah,
I was like,
Brandon's
I was
mail
like,
while
I
you were
felt-
there.
I felt uncomfortable. I was
gonna
like,
say,
"What?"
I still haven't seen the fan mail.
Right.
I was like, you didn't even
Rivers.
confide in me about that. It's weird.
You should go raid the house and try and find your mail. That's not cool.
Could be something cool you don't even know about.
Yeah,
That's right.
True.
Rivers is awesome.
Muffins,
He is awesome, by the way.
He's
We,
awesome.
licorice.
If they're muffins, let's let it go. I don't think you need to track those down.
You need FDA approval for that.
all right. Well, I am super sad that we're out of time. A, because we enjoy spending time with you guys, but B, poor Ben. Please tell me he's not pulling into the parking lot right now, because this is going to be a heartbreaker, dude.
But you guys got to sell them now.
Yeah,
Feeling
it's on you now. It's
he's
not on
feeling
us.
popey.
All
He's
right,
having
well,
Pope issues.
we're going to be playing a lot of Absolution
Ben.
Calling. I can feel that. You can buy it on iTunes tomorrow. You can pre-order the EP on February 10th. It'll be available everywhere on March 24th, and you can see the band on our good friend Jimmy Kimmel Show next Thursday night, late night ABC. Incubus, folks.
Bravo.
Thank you, guys.
Bravo.
Excited.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.